Hello YouTubers, you're watching this do-it-yourself channel, and today we have 2015 Jeep Cherokee, and the complaint is that AC is not working. So let's check what's going on. While we will test from the cab, we will run diagnostics. I'm using my Hotel Maxicom. So let's get that started, and we will check what's going on inside. Get it started. We'll turn on the heat or the AC. AC switch is on. This is all the way down. It shows here it's on cold. When it's blowing really hot, it's probably just blowing like 28 degrees Celsius. What is coming from outside? So it seems like AC is not working at all. Okay, let's go back to our control. So on the HVAC we have no codes. There's one on the engine, so check that out. So we have one code related to evap system, but it's not related to AC. So at this point we will go back and we will check the live data on our HVAC module. So we'll do live data. Basically want to check, if possible, the pressure. Oh, actually we have everything in here, but evap, blower motor works fine. We'll do recirculation, engine speed, refrigerant pressure. That's what we need. So right now it's at 1 bar. Outside temperature, AC clutch engage, AC soft key request, HVAC, AC button, AC clutch request, tons of data, AC web temperature, compressor command, lots of data. Okay, show selected. Let's start the vehicle. Alright, so we will turn on the fan. AC is on, so let's check. So AC clutch request is on. AC evap temperature is hot. Compressor command current is very low. AC clutch engaged false. The refrigerant pressure at 1 bar, which is really nothing. So it seems like we are missing pressure, so there is no refrigerant in the system. That's why the system does not engage. So let's get under the hood. Alright, before we get into the weeds, just a heads up, this car is using newer style of the refrigerant 1234 YF. Why? That's a good question. It's more efficient, so it should consume less fuel, less power to run the AC. So if you have 12A, which is R134A, first of all, you need to get proper refrigerant. Second of all, the gauges, if you have gauges, won't work because those ports are different. So you will either need new gauges or adapters to those. I got the adapters, we'll test them today. So first of all, we'll just remove the engine cover. 1, 2, 3, 4 rubber bushings that sits on those studs. Alright, so I got my gauges hooked up and I got the new light. Check my Amazon store for those. So this is your low pressure. and over there is your high pressure. So when I said that you need adapters, so you can see those are like much larger than the originals one, those 134A. So we will be using those. So the adapters, they can actually go on, and you can use regular gauge, or you can just remove this piece and connect it straight to your hose. I like the other ones better for the reason that you can, I'll show you in a second, actually get this on, and then so you get them on, and then you have a knob on top to actually let the pressure go. But this is what I got. I'll test it, see how that works. So keep this closed, both sides. So we'll remove the caps from the high side and low side. So the system seems to be quite empty right now. So now we'll get the low side on. As expected, no resistance because there is no pressure. And the fact that it's pretty much empty points us to a serious leak, which we'll try to troubleshoot too. So as you can see, there is a 5 psi. Oh, you cannot see it, sorry. So there is a 5 psi pressure in the system. And for AC to start, you need probably at least like 30 just for it to kick in. So we'll try to fill it up. We'll use some leak detector first in order to check for leaks, and then we'll use refrigerant. Right, so we'll use this dye charge. So basically after we use the UV light to check for any leaks. So we'll just connect it to our hose, and this is need to punch through. So this special connector, it's the style that we used to use before. So we keep it upside down. At this point, I'm not sure if we will be able to fill the AC system enough to compressor to kick in, but we'll start the engine. We'll start filling it in. Okay, we are ready to start. I have my scanner over there so I can watch the live data too. So we will get this flowing into the low side of the system. So we'll make sure that this is open. We will start filling it in. You can see that low side started to pick up. And whenever clutch gets engaged, and I'm watching my scan tool, you'll see that high pressure side will get some pressure. So we are at almost 30 now. So AC clutch is engaged now. I can see it on the scanner. AC clutch request is on. Clutch is engaged. So now we'll let it suck this refrigerant, because when AC is running, this should be probably around 250. You'll need to check, but way more than. So right now, even the clutch is engaged. We still see that the pressure is the same. Let me check what is refrigerant pressure, 4 bars, that's good. Compressor current 0.8. AC. This is weird. At this point, I would expect we have 50 psi on the low side and high side. So we have enough pressure. The clutch is engaged, but compressor is doing nothing. So compressor is not working. Let it run for a few more minutes. You can see the clutch is engaged. We're almost at 60 psi low side, same high side. Okay, at this point, at 60 psi, I will close my leak bottle. I think we have enough pressure for now. And at this point, we need to figure out why the compressor is not creating any pressure on the high side. Alright, so here is the compressor and the clutch. Clutch is gone. You can see those. Try to focus a bit better if possible. But there's like fiberglass sticking out, like it's not engaging. The clutch on the compressor is gone. So now we have two things. We need to identify the leak, as well as we need either clutch, most likely new compressor. Alright, to find the leak, using some fancy stuff, we have UV light over here. We have those yellow glasses that's supposed to help to find it, as well as our under hood light can go into the UV mode. So we will turn that on and we will be looking for leaks. So since the dye is in the system, maybe it hasn't had enough time to start leaking, but now it's just a matter of looking everywhere, trying to find that small leak. Alright, so I'm under the vehicle, and here's the closer look at the clutch. You can see it's all fallen apart. Not 100% sure what happened, what caused it. The vehicle is not that old, but it's gone. So most likely we will be looking at the replacement of this compressor. It seems to be a reasonable job, to be honest. Alright, so I was not able to identify the leak. Definitely it's not enough time for the refrigerant to leak out. We need new clutch, so there probably will be another video how we replace the compressor. But at this point we will let it run as it is. Hopefully by the time we get the new compressor in, we will also be able to see where the leak is, so we don't need to go back to this again. But just a quick summary: if your AC is not working, check for pressure, maybe even like check for clutch, like see if it looks all right. Then make sure that you have enough pressure. Different system works differently, but I think like even if you have like 30 psi, that should be enough for the compressor to kick in. And if you have a scan tool like mine, great, you can monitor HVAC components, see if the clutch is engaged or disengaged. In our case, it was super helpful because we saw that it is engaged, it's sending the signal, but there is no pressure. We knew that compressor is not running. But checking the pressure, checking the clutch would be first bet. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Please check links in the description to the mostly for the adapters from for the new style AC system, which is 345 YH. Sorry, 1234 YF. So the standard connectors would not work. Take care, guys, and as always, just do it yourself.